What about the thousands of Muslims that are still in the military, that are veterans, that are translators, that are active personnel? Is there some type of policy solution that you're advocating, or are you just raising awareness?
I think what you're going to have to, you can't, if you really take the Quran and the Sunnah, which is the Hadith and the Sirah, which are the teachings of Muhammad, and you read those, and I read them. I was flying on September 11th, and that's when I really started to study and learn who the enemy was. I've got the Quran, the Sunnah, and the Sirah, or the Hadith and Sirah in English. I've gone through it and I've studied it. If you look and read and study that, if you believe it, then you are commanded to kill anybody who will not convert to Islam. You are commanded to lie to the infidels. You can actually get praise, you get to go to heaven, or increase your chances of going to heaven by doing that. So the question, and it's called taqiyya, the question is, are you, as a devout Muslim, do you really believe everything in the Sunnah and the Quran? Or are you one of those Muslims who go, well, I don't believe much of it, I just practice it? If that's the case, then you could probably be in our military. But the problem I have is, are you committing taqiyya? Are you purposefully lying to me to get by? That's what Nidal Hassan did. That's what the other, I forget the PFC who was just arrested in Texas for trying to make a bomb and set it off and kill some of his fellow soldiers. I mean, this is going on in our military. Obama just appointed 2 devout Muslims to the Department of Homeland Security. We have the foxes guarding the hen house, in my own personal opinion. The Department of Homeland Security was created after 9/11 to prevent terrorism, in particular Islamic terrorism. And I'll go a step further. And this is from the Department of Justice. The Department of Justice put out statistics from terrorist acts from Civil War to 2000. And what we find are acts from the KKK, union leaders, etc., happening basically up through 2000. In 2000 through 2010, there's been 323, I believe, when I speak today, I'll be giving those numbers, 323 acts of terrorism in the United States, domestic terrorism, of which 290 have been radical Islamic terrorists. We're up to over 85% of the acts of terrorism in this country now caused by Islamists. Before 2000, they really didn't exist, 1 or 2%. Why such an increase in Islamic terrorism since 2000? So yes, I personally, I don't trust one Muslim in our military because they're commanded to lie to us to the term called taqiyya. And if they truly are a devout Muslim and follow the Quran and the Sunnah, then I feel threatened because they're commanded to kill me.
You believe they should be forced out?
I absolutely am. I think we should have the Muslim faith is not necessarily religion. Here's what people don't understand. Islam it's like a rope, and you have several different strands in the rope. Islam is a religion. It's also a political theology and ideology. It's also a finance system, and it's a legal system. You cannot separate that rope. You can cut the rope, but you still have 2 pieces of the rope. Unless you try to unwind that rope, and if you've ever tried that, the rope always tries to go back together. That's what Islam is. It's all of these things intertwined and bound together. You cannot separate religion from Islam. You cannot separate Sharia law, which is Sharia finance, which is the legal system, which is the ideology, from Islam. It's all together. It's an all or none deal. Because as a devout Muslim, you don't believe in any one part or follow any one part, you will go straight to hell according to the Quran.